A therapist or something. This level of anger isn't healthy. I stared at her. You want to talk about healthy? If I'm such a terrible person who doesn't deserve to be in your will, why do you all keep taking my money? The table went dead silent. Mark looked down at his plate. Sarah's face turned red. Mom and Dad just stared at me. I looked around the table at all of them. My family, the people I'd been supporting for years. The people who just told me I wasn't worth their inheritance because I was too successful. You know what? I said. I'm going to remember this, all of it. I grabbed my purse and headed for the door. Behind me, I could hear Mom calling my name, but I didn't turn around. I walked out of that house and slammed the door as hard as I could. The drive home was a blur. My hands were shaking on the steering wheel, and I kept replaying the conversation in my head. They'd planned this. They'd waited until I paid off their mortgage, then dropped this bomb on me. When I got home, I poured myself a glass of wine and sat on my couch, staring at the wall. I felt angry and hurt and stupid all at the same time. How had I not seen this coming? But mostly, I felt done, just completely done with all of them. I woke up the next morning with a headache and a bad taste in my mouth. The wine hadn't helped, and neither had the 3 hours I'd spent lying in bed replaying every word from dinner. But something had changed overnight. The hurt was still there, but it was getting pushed aside by something else. Something that felt a lot like determination. I wasn't going to just take this lying down. I called my lawyer first thing Monday morning. David Morrison had handled my house purchase and set up my will, so I figured he'd know about this kind of thing. Leslie, he said when I explained the situation, I'm sorry this happened to you. Family disputes over money are never easy. But is there anything I can do? I mean, I paid their mortgage for 3 years. Doesn't that count for something? David was quiet for a minute. The problem is, you weren't a co-borrower on the mortgage. Your name isn't on any of the paperwork. Legally, you were just making voluntary payments on someone else's debt. My heart sank. So I'm screwed? Not necessarily. Think about it this way, you've been supporting them financially in multiple ways, right? What if you just stopped? I'm just saying, if someone told me I wasn't worth including in their will, I might reconsider how generous I was being with my money. A slow smile spread across my face. David, you're a genius. I hung up the phone and pulled out my laptop. Time to make some calls. First, I called Comcast. Hi. I need to cancel the internet service at 428 Maple Street. Can I ask why you're canceling? I'm not paying for it anymore. Next, I called Smart Home Solutions. I need to cancel the service contract for 428 Maple Street. Ma'am, if you cancel the contract, none of the appliances will work. They're all connected to our system. I understand. Cancel it. The customer service rep tried to talk me out of it, but I was done. My parents wanted to act like I didn't matter. Fine. Let them see how much I